military can mean a lot of moving, which can make it difficult for wives and husbands to build a resume.
And that's why Wisconsin is becoming the first military spouse economic empowerment zone in the country. Our Danica Lewis is here to explain more about what that means. Danica?
Susan and Eric, certainly a mouthful. And while Wisconsin's overall unemployment rate is at a record low, about a quarter of military spouses across America do not have jobs. And in an effort to bring more active members and veterans here, the state's leading the way in making sure those families know they're just as much of a priority as the ones serving.
They always miss him when he's not around.
Erin Lange is working hard to keep the family together, which is really hard when her 10-year-old daughter and 11-year-old son are 2,000 miles away from Dad.
We, FaceTime, ballet recitals, and school concerts, and, my son playing his viola all the time.
Reese Lange is currently stationed at Camp Pendleton in California. It's work Erin doesn't take lightly. As someone who served herself right out of high school, some of the few, the proud, deployed with Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Almost like I lost a family that I had, because in the military, in the Marine Corps, everyone's, your brothers, your sisters, you're supportive of each other, and you move away, and all the friends, all the family that you've had for the last 4 years, you lose all contact with them.
It wasn't the only first.
I had never even filled out a resume or an application anywhere before. I was really starting from scratch and needed someone to give me direction on what is a corporate world looking for.
And just to see the smiles on their face when they can finally connect with somebody is really impactful.
Rebecca DeShane is part of a new state effort that's making sure employers know military spouses bring valuable skills to their teams. But the separation between significant others could require flexibility.
Really understanding what they went through, understanding those amazing leadership skills.
It's something Carolyn Moe says Logistics Health Incorporated has already realized.
Because they're moving around so much, it's hard to stay with one employer.
The La Crosse-based company coordinates medical care for veterans and makes it a point to hire people like Erin.
I think it's going to really bring awareness to companies and employers, the value that a military spouse can bring to a company.
To be able to lead the nation in how we support veterans through transitions and their families is awesome.
Erin and the kids still have a year before Reese comes home, but while he's so far away, she knows there are people close by supporting her.
Employees are treated more like family than like coworkers.
So what makes outreach to military spouses more difficult here in Wisconsin is simply the fact that there aren't a ton of major bases where families are concentrated. So the hope of this news designation for the state will consolidate all resources and get to them to the husbands, the wives, and the children who need them.
Danica, thank you.
Sure thing.
Some Republicans